Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. Today, we're in Orlando, Florida, specifically at the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and Shingle Creek Golf Course. And let me tell you something, this place has just about everything that anyone would want when they come to Orlando, Florida. Behind me, 1,501 rooms, several restaurants. They've got indoor and outdoor activities, more than one swimming pool, and of course, a great championship 18-hole golf course. Harris Rosen has 8 different venues in the Orlando area, and this one, like I said, is something special. It was his idea more than, 15 years ago to open up this hotel and a championship golf course. And boy, he did it sparing nothing. Stay with us. When we come back, a look at the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and the Shingle Creek Golf Course. Inside Golf from Orlando.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Everyone is looking for something. Consistency, quality, peace of mind. Found. The Haverford Trust Company.
This season, stay up, stay out, stay wild, stay cool, and stay together, because you don't have to go far to get away. Book your stay and receive offers of up to $250 at these premier attractions.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. I'm at the Shingle Creek Golf Club, adjacent to the beautiful 1,500-room Shingle Creek, Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel in Orlando. Ryan Hosford. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Ryan is the director of golf, and full disclosure, I've played here twice. Very enjoyable both times. Last time I was here, behind us, the 18th green, birdie 3. So I had to come back.
For sure, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, Ryan, tell us everything you can about this enormous facility. In particular, since you're the director of golf, tell us about Shingle Creek Golf.
You kind of put me on the spot there, but I think I can do it. As he said, we have 1,501 rooms, just for that one little extra room we needed. We got 18-hole, beautiful 18-hole championship golf course, recently redesigned by the Arnold Palmer Design Company. You'll find magnificent fairways, detailed touches all over, and really what I call some of the best greens in Central Florida.
Absolutely. Bermuda greens. So for somebody from the Northeast like myself, may take a couple holes to get used to.
For sure.
You got to read that grain and figure it all out, right?
Definitely a lot of grain, a lot of undulation, lots of swoons and swales. But the best part about it is you can usually putt from anywhere around the green.
Sometimes it's better. You get a tight lie and you're on a little slope. And up north, a lot of guys are accustomed to pulling out their wedge or 9-iron or something, try to bump it in there. You gave me a little tip. On a shot like that, maybe stay with the putter, stay with the straight blade.
Absolutely. Think of a European style golf course when you see the British Open where they're putting off the green. This is definitely a place you have multiple options.
All right, Ryan, take us over some of your favorite holes here at Shingle Creek.
Well, I think first off, number 2 is very picturesque with a coquina lining of right around the tee boxes. It's a par 5 that usually is going to take 3 shots, but it's a nice little start with as far as beauty goes with the coquina lining.
Right, and like a lot of the greens here, kind of sits up a little bit so you have that runoff down to the fairway or a bunker.
Definitely, when they designed it, the par 5s are very manageable, but the approach shot in isn't going to be the easiest.
Right. All right. Now, I know they have some really interesting par 3s. One of them, I believe, is number 7.
7, long par 3, water on the left, but very accessible. You can run it up. There's a nice little, again, coquina area to the left that gives you a little visual, a little distraction from the green, but otherwise long but fairly easily gettable.
And if it's, in my memory correct, pretty much a square green, almost 90-degree corners.
Exactly. It's very unique shaped green with the 4 corners and a little bit of, again, swales along the green.
Right. Okay, there are 2 holes on the front 9. How about on the back 9? What are a couple of your favorites there?
I would start, obviously, my favorite hole on the golf course is number 14, drivable par 4. You don't get to see it very often.
Drivable for some.
Yes.
Present company excluded, probably, but
for sure. But
a guy of your stature, no problem.
No problem. You know, sometimes 3 wood, depending on the wind. But it's
now
just,
he's rubbing it in.
just one of those holes that you just don't see very often in today's modern age of golf. Everything's so long and you know, it's 2 shots. But this is that one chance you get on your trip in Orlando to really try to get you a hole-in-one on a par 4.
You got it. For some, like I said, like this guy. How about another hole on the back 9 you like?
I would say number 17 is very picturesque with the hotel and the backdrop. Water on the right, large 2-tiered green that if you don't hit it on the right side, you're going to have a pretty fun putt.
You know, as I mentioned earlier, this is a very playable golf course, but it can be very competitive as well. And, you know, you've been here, what, almost 2 years, but this particular golf club, Shingle Creek, has hosted, for instance, a U.S. Open qualifier, right?
Yes, sir. We've hosted some mini tours, the U.S. Open qualifier. It definitely, the greens can get speedy, so we definitely have that as a little protection for the golf course. The length is fairly good, and really, if the wind gets going, with a little amount of trees that we have, it can play difficult if it needs to be.
Right, and I guess a lot of your business are people staying at the hotel. First of all, it is a 4-diamond hotel, so it's a beautiful facility, and the golf course is right there with it, so it's a perfect combination when you come to Orlando.
Yes, it's a tough temptation to look outside that hotel window and see the whole golf course surrounding you and not want to go take a couple swings.
Absolutely. And you get a little family business, right? Because a lot of people, when they hear about what Shingle Creek has to offer, the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel plus golf, plenty of opportunities for the whole family to come down here and enjoy it. Not just for golf, a lot of other things, a lot of other amenities right here on property.
Yes, we have over 500,000 square feet of convention space. So lots of times we'll have a convention visitor bring his whole family along. We have a spa, multiple pools, multiple dining and lounge outlets that the whole family can enjoy.
All right, stay with us. We're going to come back here to the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and Shingle Creek Golf. Talk a little bit more with Ryan Hosford. That's next when Inside Golf continues.
Everyone knows the 5 senses.
But what if we told you?
There's more. an elusive sensation.
Coaxed out only under ideal circumstances.
We can't fully describe it, but you'll know it.
When you feel it.
We call it the ultimate driving machine.
Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Welcome back. As Inside Golf continues from Orlando, we are at the beautiful Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and Shingle Creek Golf Club with Ryan Hosford, who is the director of golf. A little bit of history on this place. It's not that old, folks. In fact, less than 20 years ago, this was part of the Everglades, right? I mean, it was nothing like it is today. It's the headwaters of the
headwaters of the Everglades.
Right.
So Shingle Creek is the headwaters of the Everglades, which was basically, this land was a lot of swampland, but it was an interesting fact that we found that it's the very beginning of the Everglades.
Yeah, and the whole idea, the founder, Harris Rosen, this is his project, and it's, like we say, adjacent to the headwaters of the Everglades, but boy, it has grown. And not only that, Mr. Rosen also is quite a philanthropist, and 20 acres on this property now are dedicated to the University of Central Florida in Orlando, specifically for?
Mr. Rosen.
Yeah, and they're for the students studying in hotel management?
Hospitality.
Recreation, hospitality?
Yeah, being a native Orlando resident, you've always heard for decades the benevolent nature of Mr. Rosen, and the UCF campus was just one of those things that he participated in. And it's great to see kids get to be right in the heart of hospitality, because our location here at Shingle Creek is literally footsteps from the convention center and International Drive,
right.
which as you know is the heartbeat of tourism in Orlando, Florida.
And convention life, et cetera, et cetera. But getting back to the school and the UCF students here, they not only go to school here, classes, but they live in dormitories right on the property, right?
Absolutely. From number 11 tee box, the housing is right behind them. So some of these students have a golf course view from their dorm.
Not bad. And some of them work not only here, but for you.
Yes, I actually have one of my assistants. She's working here part-time, and she goes to school there full-time. She says she loves it.
Why not? Some other amenities related to golf. You have the Brad Brewer Golf Academy right in the middle of this complex. Tell us about that.
Brad Brewer's been a top 100 teacher for probably longer than a decade and has been here since the start. You can find him on the Golf Channel. You can find him in magazines. He's very world-renowned as far as teaching ability goes, and his main setup is right here at Shingle Creek.
Also, you have a very ample driving range. So if people want to come out here, just take a few swings, loosen up, or get ready for a round of golf, it's a beautiful part of the golf course.
We welcome them. It's public access. Come hit some balls, come practice on our beautiful putting green you can see here, with plenty of unique options for putting angles.
That's putting it mildly, Ryan. As we look at this putting green, we're probably about 10, 12 feet at the high point, and then you have various contours and slopes. Just gets you ready for what awaits over the course of 18 holes.
Definitely. Great place for a little after-round putting contest.
Oh, I'm sure you get out here maybe with some of your fellow workers once in a while at twilight. And
every once in a while, a couple little
putting contests or two?
Putting contests for lunch.
All right. I think we touched all the bases. I mean, what else is... this has everything. It's a world within itself. You talked about the restaurants, the accommodations, pools, something for everybody in the family, and of course, the center point of it is Shingle Creek Golf Club.
Oh yes, I think we definitely, here at Rosen Shingle Creek Resort, we definitely epitomize the all-American Orlando vacation. You can be close to the theme parks, we're close to the airport, you can play golf, you can hang out by the pool, and you can eat at some award-winning restaurants.
Right, you're just literally minutes away from the airport, you're minutes away from anything else you want to do, right on that I-4 corridor through Orlando. It is perfect when it comes to accommodations, convenience, and location. What do they say? It's always location, location, location.
Location's everything.
Rosen Shingle Creek has it all across the board. Hey, Ryan, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming out.
I was, at one time, my first trip down here, I was with Temple University football. We were playing UCF.
My Golden Knights.
And I didn't play golf that time. And you know how you talked a little bit earlier in our discussion about nothing worse than coming down here, especially from the Philadelphia area, on a beautiful Friday afternoon and looking out and saying, I should be out there. Well,
Absolutely.
I learned my lesson. I have been out there, and I'll be back.
Great. We look forward to having you.
Thanks, pal. Ryan Hosford, when you're down here at Shingle Creek, he's the man, director of golf. All right, stay tuned. More to come on Inside Golf in just a moment.
So they need to be, the expert at the club on the rules of golf. And I think, number one, trimming it down to 24 rules, cleaned out a lot.
Everyone is looking for something. Consistency. Quality. Peace of mind. Found. The Haverford Trust Company.
And welcome back. Inside Golf continues now with our teed off segment. We're at the beautiful Bluebell Inn right on Skippack Pike in Bluebell, Pennsylvania. 275 years old. BluebellInn.com for all the details. All right, Jeff Surrett. He is the executive director, Philadelphia section, PGA of America. Good to see you again,
Thanks
Jeff.
for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. Oscar Mestry, Vice President, Golf Association of Philadelphia, member of Overbrook. This guy's won everything when it comes to amateur golf, or close to everything. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Harry.
And
Thank you.
Joe Logan, myphillygolf.com. He literally knows everything there is to know about golf in Philadelphia. And if he doesn't, he won't admit to it. He'll tell you he does.
You Google it.
There you go. You do know that come the first of the year, new rules go into effect, adopted by the USGA and the RNA, and they're significant.
They are.
They are to, quote, modernize the rules of golf. Did they succeed?
Yeah, I think it's long overdue. If look through the list of them, I don't see any that I think are stupid or bad. If I had to pick three that are my favorite that I think will affect ordinary golfers the most, one of them, first and foremost, is the reducing searching for a lost ball from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. If I had a nickel for every time I've wandered in the high rough looking for somebody's ball for too long, I'd go nuts. The other one is being able to fix any kind of mark on the green, like a spike mark. Before you couldn't do that, and the third one is the moving a ball by accident. We've all done that. Inadvertently bumped a ball or something wobbles, and then everyone looks at each other and do you have to take a penalty, and for things that no one intended to do. So those three are my favorite, but there are others that I think are good.
Yeah, I often wondered, would the USGA and the RNA ever recognize a leaf ball rule? But I guess not. We're not there yet, right, Oscar? I mean, you play in these environments where we are in the fall, and leaves become part of the landscape. And our little rule, when we have a little match going, is you can play a leaf ball, but you can't win. You can only have the hole. That's pretty
Fair
even,
enough.
right?
It's fair
Yeah,
enough.
but USGA hasn't gotten there.
They're not ready to adopt that one yet.
No,
Harry.
can you imagine in the Ryder Cup a leaf ball rule or a paper cup rule or something like that? All right, what did you like? What you didn't like about these rule changes?
I actually like all the same ones that Joe mentioned. I think anything that encourages the game of golf to be a little faster is a good thing, right? I think that they are trying to make the game a little faster, a little and more player friendly, more user friendly, and I think that's key, right? We're trying to grow the game. We're trying to encourage people to come to the game, and very often you'll hear people say, not very often, but I have encountered the situation where during a round of golf, the gentleman hit it out of bounds, and I said, well, that's stroke and distance, and they said to me, oh, no, that's private golf course rules. That's not public golf course rules.
Right.
So, we're trying to be friendlier, and I think the USGA is actually hit the mark here. I think what they've done with their instructional videos, the little snippets that they have to try to communicate, I think that's all been very positive.
Yeah, they've done some great work on the USGA website. Quick little videos of each rule change, and it's really very informative and well done. Speaking of informative, I guess you've had sessions with your members.
Yeah, we've had a few.
About what's going on?
For us, we're lucky enough to have Tom Karpus, who's the chairman of the PGA National Rules Committee. So he actually came out at our fall meeting at the end of the year and did about a 40-minute presentation to our membership. And at all of our 320 plus facilities, our golf professionals are going to be dealing with it every day. So dealing with folks like Oscar at the club, running events at the club. So they need to be the expert at the club on the rules of golf. And I think number one, trimming it down to 24 rules, cleaned out a lot. I agree with both Joe and Oscar. I love the idea of common sense. Might not be the right word, but common sense. If you accidentally move a golf ball while you're searching for it, why would you get penalized when you're trying to search for your golf ball? So
right.
Things like that would seem more common sense to the layperson, the non-golfer, because I'm sure you all have had it where you're watching golf with maybe a non-golfer and something happens and they look at you like, that's crazy. Why would you even think of doing that? So I think that's the best thing is it's more common sense. It's been condensed. The number of rules have been condensed. The only one I don't like is not being able to replace the damaged club. You're playing along, you crack your driver face. Before, if you did it during the normal course of play, you could replace it. Now you can't. So you crack your driver face, you're out of luck. Oscar hits it super far anyway. He doesn't need a driver. He just hits 3-wood anyway. But now you're stuck with 3-wood irons off the tee. That's the only one that from what I've seen that I'm not a big fan of. But.
A couple that I liked, in addition to the ones you mentioned, I like the loose impediment in a bunker. Mm-hmm. You can remove it, but let's face it. You could have hit your ball into a bunker. Yeah. And then after it's there, and right before you swing, here comes a gust of wind.
There's your leaf rule. They met you halfway.
Yeah.
Right?
That's sort of halfway. Thank you, USGA. And the fact that you can keep now the flag stick in all the
that's
time.
Good. That's good.
You don't have to be running up there at the last minute if you don't have a caddy and pull it out because some guy's going to put a 80-foot bomb in there.
And you can drop from waist high.
Well, to knee, now it's knee high.
Instead of dropping like that.
Well, I'm old enough to remember this.
Over the back, yeah.
Over the back. We've gone from here to like here. That's...
It's a time saver because it'll limit the number of redrops that you have to do because you're closer to the ground. So.
Right.
Well, it'll end the argument of people saying that just because I'm short, I'm getting an advantage on my drops.
Yeah, but your knees are closer to the ground, right? Just kidding. A good friend of mine, Oscar Mesker. I'd never say that on TV. Come on. But as Tom Karpus would say, golf rules. January 1st they change. Looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to more of Inside Golf when we come back in just a moment. Located in Blue Bell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a lunch and dinner or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community.
This season, stay up, stay out, stay wild, stay cool, and stay together because you don't have to go far to get away. Book your stay and receive offers of up to $250 at these premier attractions.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf here at the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and Shingle Creek Golf Course. Hey, here's a couple of reminders. When you come to the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel, there are no resort fees. That's big in Orlando. Plus, free Wi-Fi in all of the rooms. If you stay at one of the other 7 Rosen hotels in the Orlando area, you get free shuttle service back and forth, and you also get preferred tee times at the Shingle Creek Golf Course. And when you get here, I can guarantee you're going to enjoy it. Our thanks to the folks at Shingle Creek. I'm Harry Donahue, reminding you, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. It's never going bad here at the Rosen Shingle Creek Hotel and Shingle Creek Golf Course. We'll see you next time, right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia. GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine. It's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. By the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.